So, how do you speak to your team? What's your first team talk like going into this Champions League campaign after what happened last season? What's the focus? How do you focus them?
Do you know what? As much as you think that we differentiate, we don't. It's just another game. I think what we talk about at the beginning of the year is reflecting on the season prior to that. That's already, long gone for us. It's just got so many games in quick accumulation, quick turnaround. It's merely play a game Saturday, recover, prepare, then a game again, and we have to do that for the next two games. So it actually doesn't. There's nothing grand about it. We just take everything from game to game.
Is there anything that the players will learn from that last season taken into this season in terms of, you might want to move on and stuff, but what do you think will be in their heads still from last season? Because they can't eliminate that memory, can they?
No, but I think it's the same for any loss you ever have. You just, you take from it what you need and then you discard the rest. I think you don't get preoccupied on the losses for too long. Like, I think the players, I think you have to ask them what they've learned from it. I think from my perspective, I think we've gained another year's experience.
Yeah. Can I just ask you a little bit about what's been going on in the NWSL? I know you referenced this after the game on the weekend, but the players involved have been speaking as well. I just wondered what's happened in America with Paul Riley and other allegations as well. Is that something that could happen in this country?
Look, I covered this topic the other day. I think in general we talk about like improving things so that women feel safe and not under threat on a daily basis. I think we have to talk about that happening in our daily lives, not just in a football environment. And I think for me, I'm talking closer to home and what's gone on with a couple of convicted cases last week. Like, this is what women have to deal with on a regular basis, and I, along with many others, hope that we continue to try and provide as much as a safe space, not just in our environment, but in society. This is not unusual for women to experience these types of experiences, and I think we have to work every day to make sure that we don't feel as threatened or live in fear.
Just last on that though, do you think that players in this country are well protected, and could the FA do more to protect them?
I don't know the policies behind all of the the background in terms of where we might be ahead or behind in NWSL. I don't really know. What I know is that as a club we got safeguarding people in place, we've got welfare people in place. Perhaps we have a bigger support provision in and around our teams than they do in NWSL, and of course those things. There's historical cases in our country within our game, so look, no, it's for me, you can't just talk about anything in isolation. In society, we've got a huge problem in and around the way we treat women, and I can't just limit what I speak about to football, because violence towards women is very prevalent in our society.
Sorry, just to clarify, you think that there's better practices here than in the NWSL?
I don't know, to be honest with you, Alistair. I don't know the policies, procedures that underlie our league. It's not my area. I coach football matches. What I know is at Chelsea we have safeguarding officers, welfare officers in place to help that. I think you'd be best placed to ask them.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck for the game.
Thanks.
Thanks. Let's go over to Jeremy at Sky. Hopefully some match questions for us.
Absolutely, yeah. Hi, Emma.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you played Wolfsburg a couple of times en route to the final last season, albeit in Budapest. What are your memories of those games and beating them there?
My memories are two very different games, four very different halves, away goal rule in place, and now I think with no away goal ruling in Champions League, it really creates some new dynamics. So I think we're playing to win, not and you're not playing in two-legged affairs. So I think it's a much different proposition now in the Champions League with the group games as opposed to two legs.
Sure. And what have you made of them so far this season? They've never lost a Champions League tie on English soil before.
Listen, German teams have got unbelievable results over the years in Europe. We respect Wolfsburg as a team, and we know that they've recruited, they've got a new coach. I still think they're in the early stages of their team development under their new coach. But what I know of a Wolfsburg team is they're unbelievably athletic. So it will be a high intensity game.
Sure, I know you referenced the final, but how much does the Champions League burn for you and the girls after what happened against Barcelona?
Less so than you think. I think it's more of a headline for you than it is for me, because when you're in this environment, you've got many competitions to play for. Our preoccupation is on our daily practice and competing for every trophy. Of course, we always want to win all of them, including the Champions League, and I just think we're 1 year better because of that experience last year.
Can we just check on early team news? Any injury issues after Brighton?
None. No injuries. Just Marin and Lauren still out of the squad.
And how far away are those two?
Marin's back in training with the team. Lauren will be, I think, a little bit behind, but not that far.
Thanks, Emma. Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.